You guys are going to have to tell us which one you think's bigger. We want to get this $500 camera back. I'm going to Velcro it down. You're a pioneer. What is up, MFers? Before we get started, I want to let you know this video has been sponsored and approved by TikTok. I'm freaking jacked for today's video, doing something I've never done before on my channel. You guys know that I do a lot of bass fishing, and I'm always looking for different ways to figure out where the bass live and how to catch them even better. And I think the experiment that we're going to do today is going to be an awesome representation of that. Our goal for today is to catch a bass, and not only a bass, but a big enough bass that we can actually strap this with a GoPro mounted on top of it and see where it's swimming around, you know, what it's looking at down there, see if there's other fish, if there's other habitat stuff. And one of our favorite lakes, this is an awesome lake with a lot of really good sized largemouth in it, and just kind of see what it's doing underneath the water for a little bit of time, and then of course releasing it back, doing catch and release. A lot of you guys have probably seen a couple YouTubers do this. You know, I think it's an awesome experiment. I've seen it done with catfish, I've seen it done with carp, but I've never seen someone do it with a largemouth bass, since that's my favorite species of fish to go try to catch. That's what we're doing today, and it's going to be a pretty interesting little experiment. So step number one, we need to get out here. We need to make some casts. We need to catch a big fish. Let's do it. Tying on big baits. We're thinking, you know, we got to catch a big fish. Water's decently clean. You guys know I love to throw big. We're gonna throw this 10-inch swim bait. I'm gonna spend a lot of time today with this, getting it tied on right now. Something else I'm excited to tell you guys. A lot of you guys are probably familiar with the app TikTok, but I started my own Milliken fishing channel on TikTok that I'm pretty jacked about. It's a really fun app. If you're not familiar with TikTok, basically it's all video sharing with all different types of filters, music and stuff, but it's like, I don't know, up to a minute long videos. There's a bunch of celebrities, famous YouTubers and stuff. A lot of fishing guys actually are getting some TikToks now too. I had a video go viral the other day, that frog leg one. I'll show you guys. It had 1 million views in like 2 days. Super interesting platform that I'm checking out. But I'll show you a little bit later in the video how to like film and some of the features of TikTok that I've been using. I linked it at the top of the description too. So if you have TikTok, it's a free app. Go check it out. It's really interesting. It's entertainment basically. It's a cool platform, a cool video sharing platform that I'm on right now, and I'd love if you guys would go give me a follow by hitting the link down below. And if you don't have TikTok, like I said, it's free, so go check it out. But I'm gonna get this bait tied on. I think we're gonna fish some areas like this back behind me. You probably can't see, but we're on a big bowl right now. It's like 20 feet deep, but it's kind of like an old connector. I think these lakes used to be separate, and there's a high spot right there. So we want to fish a lot of stuff that looks like that, where the fish can kind of come up out of the deeper water and feed up on those this morning. And then as the sun gets a little bit higher in the sky, hopefully we'll catch a fish and have some good light penetration for a good video underwater. It's gonna be a good time. Is that a babe? Good starter fish, Brian. A little jig guy. Sick.
Right on the seawall.
Well, that's a nice little 2-pound fish. I don't think that's gonna be big enough for our GoPro experiment, but I'm getting started with the fish. I like it. The swim bait has not had anything so far, but not a bad one. Ooh. Whoa. Get out of there. That was sweet, man. Yes. That's a little better one. I don't know if that's our one. We might have to just check and see, but that's a heavy guy. He's hardy, dude. The stomach on that guy. Came up and ate the frog. We'll have to think about him, whether we're gonna do it or not with this guy, but think it's big enough to strap it on there, Brian?
I think we should try it.
I think we should try it too. That was a cool freaking bite. He was up there in the grass, got this new prototype popping frogs, just like the bluegill that they're eating. I flipped it in there and you saw the whole, there was like waves coming out as soon as I pulled it off the bank into the water. And he came over and slurped it. I don't know we're gonna have a frog bite today, but can't hate that. Is that a babe? Oh, nice one, dude. That's the one. That's the one. Get my swim bait in. On the jig. Oh, yes. That's our guy. That's our guy. Nice fish, dude. Oh, that's a big one, dude. You know the net?
Wanna get him?
I'll get him. He's choked it. Nice.
You bet.
Dude, that's the size.
That's one.
Is that the one we're doing?
That's the one.
That's the one we're doing?
Yeah, big time.
Dude, let's get the GoPro on him.
Oh man.
I'm so excited to see what's down there, dude. We've had so many bites and seen them on the fish finder in this area. I'm so excited to see what kind of fish those are on the fish finder and really what's down there. I thought I saw a sunken boat. There was a Navy ship down there. Hell yeah. Good fish, man. Good, yeah, 4 1/4 pounder.
Oh yeah.
Nice one. Big frame on him. He caught that topwater fish in the morning, and then after that it was the Dead Sea, and I couldn't get a swim bait bite, nothing. Came out here and they must have been, that's a good one too. Yep. Good God. Good God. That's a big. That might be bigger than other one. Well, I'm glad I brought the fish catcher here. We found the juice, Brian. Drop the poles. It's digging.
Oh yeah.
Dig.
Oh, he might be bigger than the last one.
Yeah, I think he is.
Very well might.
That up, babe.
Dude, that's a big.
That's a bigger one. Damn, dude. Yes.
Oh my God. Right in the top of the mouth.
Dude, that is so badass. Hell yeah. All right, so this has turned out extremely well. We've only been fishing for like a half hour, 45 minutes. Caught a couple small ones that weren't big enough to support what we thought support the GoPro anyways. And then we just came out here to the spot and Brian caught 2 back to back. I was throwing the big bait around. He throwing the jig, the 6-cents hybrid jig in there, caught 2 really big ones. And now we're trying to figure out, they're both right at about 21 inches. We just measured both of them. We're trying to see which one's bigger to see which one we should put the GoPro on. I think one's definitely a little thicker.
Let's ask the folks at home.
Folks at home! We're trying to be a little bit careful not to keep these fish out of the water too long because we want them to be really strong like. As you can see, they're doing all right in the Phoenix live well in there, but you guys are going to have to tell us which one you think's bigger. Oh my God, dude. They're both like the same length. They're right at like 21 to 21 1/4. Turn them with their backs towards us though. One of them definitely, oh yeah, that one I think is a thicker. They're both big, Brian, damn it. That's okay. We'll strap them on one. Those are 2 very good fish. We got a good problem, guys. But yeah, it's time to strap the GoPro on, get them down the water, and see what's down there. Obviously, the most important thing is the strap, I've never used it on a fish before. It might not stay on these bass very well. So we want to tie, we're gonna use 65-pound braided line to tie around the camera. I don't even know what kind of knot to make or what, but I think I'm gonna make like a lot of loops around the camera, tie it down. There's a little hole right there, maybe tie it through there. I don't know, it's gonna be a pretty janky knot. Nothing like what we would usually use fishing, but again, good problem to have. We're doing pretty good. Biggest thing is we want to get this $500 camera back, or $450 or whatever the hell it costs. I don't even know what it costs anymore. I'm gonna tie a couple knots and we'll get it strapped on the fish. So we went around a few times. We'll overhand it through here a few times, like 5. Honestly though, I think this camera, if we put any pressure on the bass, it's gonna slip right off, which is totally cool. We're not trying to stress this fish out for 2 hours or anything. We're having them in the water for a couple minutes, maybe 10. Cool, that looks good. God, that's a big fish. Yeah, this strap's definitely gonna fit. The fish is so long. All right, like I said, we're gonna try to make this as quick as possible. We already got our knots made, which are questionable at best. Now we're just gonna ride this on Mr. Basshead's back. I think we probably wanna go behind those fins so the fish can plane itself out and swim the best as possible. Put that across his head. We're gonna Velcro it down. And there you have it. There's the GoPro fish situation. Kind of interesting. All right, camera strapped. Time to go get us some good footage, Mr. Largehead. You could do it. You're a pioneer. Time to get the camera off him. I'm really interested to see what this footage is gonna look like. Camera didn't just slide right off like we had hoped, but we're gonna let this big girl get back, recuperate her a little bit, let her swim away. And there she goes. Sweet. Let's go see what this looks like. Okay guys, just got back home, took a little bit of time to go through the underwater footage and kind of cut up some of the more important parts. That's what I'm going to show you guys right now. A lot of you guys probably aren't from around here, so I'm going to kind of talk through some of the different fish species we saw. There's a bunch of different fish species and some of the cool things that are kind of on the underwater footage. So I'm going to talk over those right now. One thing really quick before I show that to you, I'd love if you comment down below. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this one. I'd love to strap a GoPro on some more fish. And of course, go hit the subscribe button. That lets me know that you want to see more like this, and there is more to come in the future. So let's kind of get things started. We let this fish, we'll let him go down, let him kind of go down into this brush pile, in this brush pile area, which probably was a mistake looking back, because once that fish went down there, it was just kind of like he was stuck there. But that's really cool right there. You can see a bass, a big school of bluegill. Then the bass kind of freaks out for a second. Obviously, he kind of came to, started kicking, he went further down into the tree, into the brush pile. Notice there's some really nice healthy grass down there, but really cool little shot right there. This is one of my favorite shots right here. There's a bunch of bass. He swims down into a school of bass. There's some panfish up there you can kind of faintly see, but really quick here, he's getting down there. He's going down. There they are right there. School of little bass. There's one. There he goes again. 2, 3. You can see one in the distance. Then he kind of glances over, and I think you can see, yeah, I think there was one more there. So like a little school of like 4 bass, and then he kind of just swam down to the bottom and just kind of nestled up and hung out down there for a while. We actually had to pull him up out of there because he kind of got hung up in that brush pile for a second. But then he kind of, once we pulled him up out of there, he started swimming down some of these grass lines. And you know, unfortunately, the water wasn't as clean as it usually is at this lake. That's why we went to this place, because it has super clean water generally. This day we went there, it was only like 3 feet visibility, unfortunately, but we made the most of it. Obviously, you can tell, you can still see a decent amount down there. Next time we do this, it's definitely going to be in a lot more gin clear water. There's a little school of fish, a couple bluegill, maybe actually a couple little baby bass. This right here was one of the coolest things in the entire video. This is probably my favorite part. That fish right there that you just saw is actually pretty rare for little bodies of water like this. That is a walleye, and there's like a bluegill or something right there in front of him. I thought that was really cool. You don't see very many walleye in these little sand pit type lakes. And then you can kind of get a better shot on this right here as he kind of swam around. You can see some of the sandy bottom areas, and the reason right there why the water wasn't very clean, and that is because that grass there, some of it's healthy, a lot of it, like that right there, is it's dying off big time. So we had some trouble with the water visibility, unfortunately. Wasn't really that big of a deal. Still got some good footage out of it. Saw walleye. I think there was a crappie on there at one point. You guys will have to kind of go back, click through that, and check it out. You can see just kind of swimming through that, and that's it for the footage. But super cool. Had a great time. I think he saw bluegill, obviously, saw bass, saw walleye. I think we saw crappie. There was a turtle there, but it's very faint, and I lost it in the footage, I think, or it maybe just didn't pick it up, but it dove down right in front of the bass. We really thought we'd see it. I don't know if we did. So really quick, want to show you guys the TikTok video and how to upload and everything and the cool features of it. But here's a little video I put together for TikTok from the video. School of little bass. There's one. There he goes again. 2, 3. So, like you can see, you can use your phone and everything to just take the video yourself, or you can go back and post-produce it like I am right now. But we're gonna put this up on my TikTok right now, so you can use different sounds. So you can put different songs up there, whatever you want. It's I don't know. We're probably not gonna put music on this one, but you can put about whatever song you think of by searching it on there. There's all different types of effects you can put on here. So we use like the time warp effect. I mean, a little bit of everything. You can do all sorts of stuff though. It's pretty cool. You can change the color correction, do some transitions in there if we want to put some transitions. Like right there, we can do like a slip. Like I said, I post-produced this one, so we probably don't need anything too crazy on here. But yeah, text. Let's add some text. We'll say GoPro on bass. So we'll do that. You can add stickers to it, like a poll. You can do, I mean, a little bit of everything. Emojis, obviously, too. We'll go next, and then here's how we're going to do it. So we're going to select cover. So we want something kind of catchy as the cover. I think it'd be good to have the GoPro on the bass, the GoPro going on the fish for the cover for it. Yeah, then we'll go there, we'll describe the video, and we'll do some hashtags. Fishing. Let's do a fun one. Viral. How unique is that? So we go, and boom, post it. She's ready to go. So we'll see it show up on my channel in just a second when it's done. And yeah, that's TikTok. But this video should do pretty well, I think, on TikTok. So I'm excited. Again, like I told you guys, go check it out. Go check out my profile. Link it right down below. Go sign up for TikTok and check it out. It's a really cool platform. Again, let me know down below if you guys want to see more videos like this one. Of course, share this video with whoever you think would like to see some underwater footage. This was kind of an experiment to see what bass are seeing under the water. Next time we're going to hopefully try to find some cleaner water, but had a blast doing this. Let me know what fish species you want to see me do this on next. Right down below in the comments section. Of course, go subscribe to Milliken Fishing. Thank you so much for watching this video. My first man here. Peace.